Donc on arrive à la partie finale de cette journée. Donc je vais laisser le micro libre s'il y en a qui souhaitent en fait remonter des points, soit par rapport à la présentation qu'il y a eu là, soit par rapport à des questions que vous avez sur les présentations de la journée, ou simplement des points que vous voulez remonter. So there is an open mic session right now, and you can raise any points you want to, either related to the presentation there was just right now or today, or any point you want to raise. So it's up to you to take the mic, and we'll be happy to answer. So anyone want to take the mic or no? Yeah? No? Okay. So if you do, yeah? Thank you, Martin.
Well,
you save my time slot.
Yeah, somebody has to say something. Martin Levy from Hurricane Electric. We're members of many different internet exchanges around the world. And I want to bring up a subject you brought to the attention during your financial review this afternoon. Yeah. It is practice of certain internet exchanges to use their mailing list, their general mailing list, to call out members that are in arrears on payments. Sometimes normally because there is no response. There's a difference between being in arrears and somebody saying, I don't have the money, or sure, I'll send you money, but they don't. In this case, the example I give is the London Internet Exchange that upon no contact will essentially tell the membership list that the member is subject to suspension or for disconnect. And if anybody knows the member and has a good contact, to recommend that they contact. And that peer pressure seems to work. Sometimes it's a legitimate disconnect in communication, and other times it just simply is a way of getting around it. And I would recommend that to the management of France IX, because we are a members organization, and to use the word peering in a different sense, we have peer pressure amongst our members to convince people to pay. And if they don't pay, disconnect them.
I fully get your point, Martin. We already had discussion about that in the board, about people either not answering to anything or not even paying their bills. And we fully know that some IXPs are using the mailing list to inform the other members about that, and it really works. The issue we have when discussing that with the board is that, you know, in France, we never do things like any other countries. I'm not saying it's good. I think it's bad. But the feeling of the board was that we wouldn't like such members to accuse us from harassment. And so we may do that, but we may find the nice way to do it, to find a compromise between using the appropriate communication, and the mailing list is the way to do it, and then the word we use to call such members.
I think this brings up the classic issue of being uniquely French. And I say that in a positive way, but as you have outsourced your NOC, I think that outsourcing that particular one email would also get around this problem. I think that it's nice to be very nice, but we're talking about cold, hard facts of lack of payment.
You are right. We are not as nice as we used to be at the very beginning. And by the time, I think that we just need to stop to be nice. I agree with you. So this is why I just sent today a last gentle reminder about the people paying late. And it's true that some people thought it were only a warning and we will not cut them. So the people not paying know that we shut down the ports, and they know it perfectly. But of course, we don't like to do that. But now they know that we do it. And we prefer, of course, to have members happy of service and happy to pay. But we are an association, and I always say to these members, if you don't pay, someone will have to pay for you. and I'm not. I do not agree that I do not think that the other members will pay for the bills you do not pay for the association. So today I'm not really in the mood of sending many warnings. We have a procedure now for people not paying. We send one simple mail saying, okay, you have not paid your bill. You will receive in 2 weeks another warning. We send 2 warnings. And this is done by the people dealing with the accounts. And then the last mail is myself. When I do send a mail, please be ensured that this is the very last warning, and in a few days after my mail, you are shut down. So this is what we do today. And I hope not to have to send a mail in the mailing list, even if I fully agree with the point raised by Martin. Are there any other points or questions? Yes? Another Martin?
I am Martin Hannigan from Akamai.
Thanks to all the Martins.
And I'm going to speak as Akamai. I'm also a member of the France IX board, and I apologize for not speaking in French. It would make you deaf. It's so bad. I would like to disagree with Mr. Levy, and I think the exchange should stay as French as possible. And if this is how we do things in France, this is how we should do things at the exchange, and I like the way that we're doing things. Thank you.
Thank you. That's another view. Thank you.
Je vais juste reprendre un point qu'on m'a posé la question par rapport à la migration de la semaine prochaine. Il y a beaucoup de personnes qui m'ont posé la question. Donc globalement, ça va être juste les clients Giga de... parce que je vais assister Franck sur ce point-là. Tous les clients Giga de Telehouse 2 vont être déplacés sur un châssis dédié pour tous les clients Giga. Parce qu'aujourd'hui, on ne peut plus connecter de clients 10 Giga parce que le châssis MLX16 est vraiment plein. Donc on rajoute une carte dans MLX16 pour rajouter 40 gigs vers un switch, un deuxième MLX sur lequel on dépasse tous les clients et on reconnecte sur MLX sur un autre cœur. Donc il n'y a pas de question, c'est un mini switch, c'est la même chose. Il est connecté au cœur et au edge comme les autres, donc il n'y a pas de différenciation de petits clients et gros clients. C'est vraiment un problème technique de densité.
Merci pour cette précision. Any other points you wanted to raise? Nope. Yeah, Martin again.
It should note that Marty Hannigan and I have disagreed on many things, but we remain friends within the bounds of the word friends. I will take what he said, though, and what you said to heart. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 remaining sessions that have not been renumbered on your V4 renumbering. And again, to go back to the identical point, I have the IPs, I have the AS numbers, I have the names, and maybe some of them are in the room, but I will resist listing them on the microphone here. However, I do encourage you...
Just drop me all the contacts. I will phone them directly next week.
I would encourage this to be finished. Renumbering is a horrible thing. It's been done by many IXs. Get it done.
I take your point. On our side, we don't see all the pairings that did not renumber. We have seen at least the people that did not renumber on the route servers. But we don't know all the pairings you have through the exchange. We may find them through your SFlow stats, but we can't go through all SFlow to find the last members that did not renumber. So we know that there are some people that did not renumber because we have information like that. So in that case, please, Martin and the others, if you know perfectly who did not renumber and we don't see them because the peering are shut down on the route servers, please drop me a mail because next week I must take some time in my agenda to phone personally to such people. And I want to have a discussion with them on the phone because there are things I prefer to say and not to write. And if you understand my point. And I'm sure that they will renumber quickly. So thanks for that, Martin. If you can drop me a mail with the AS number and so on.
Juste un dernier point.
Yeah.
Ce matin, so this morning, just thanks people that when we had issue with France AX, with the BFD and everything, So the two guys that proposed to help us during the hard time was Clément Calvador. He just came to FranceAX office to spend some time to help us. And also the migration of the IT. He was there during all the night with us. And also to Guillaume Le Sueur from Intrinsec. He was there to help us to fix our problem. So thanks to them.
Thanks to them. Yeah, it's true that this morning I did mention that we had some help from the community, and it's nice to put them. My very last point, if there are no other points, first of all, I would like to thank Google for this very nice place to host FranceAX meeting. It will be difficult to organize a nice meeting after that, because the last time it was in Criteo office, it was very nice. That time is also very nice, so it becomes more and more difficult to continue in that way. But let's cross fingers to find a nice place for next time. So thanks a lot for Google to host the event. Thanks a lot to the sponsors, IXReach and Arista, and also to the speakers that did help to have a nice agenda today. And of course, thanks to you members for coming and voting for our articles and for our accounts, because I always say that, but we are there today because you are connected on FranceAX and you are part of the success of FranceAX. And of course, thanks to my team that work very hard during all the year to make it a success. So thanks to you all. And I invite you on the stage for a picture of the group. Afterward, you will be allowed to have some nice time at the cocktail. But last contribution from you, please go on stage and we'll take a photo of the group. Thank you. Okay, thank you.